What's up, everybody? Rob Cash is on the set. But before we get started, any mentioning of any digital asset is not financial advice. You're an adult. You know what to do. But if you need help, please get help, and hopefully you can get helped out. Now, we're going to talk about VeChain and a little bit of XRP in this video today. And this actual article came out on Friday, and some might think that I'm publishing old news, but there's some people out there who just might not be up to speed or current, or it could be some people new to VeChain or new to the space and could come across this video and might need a little information that they might not be connected to on Twitter or any other outlets. So let's get right on with the meat and potatoes and read the title of this article. And it says, China and France ink broad $15 billion deal, spotlight VeChain, blockchain, and pivotal new food platform. Let's get on with the article right down here. So I'm going to scroll and start off here. The developers of VeChain, a blockchain-powered platform that focuses on streamlining supply chain management processes, is revealing plans to launch FoodGate, a cross-border logistics and trading platform. Announced at this year's China International Import Expo 2019, the platform is the first cross-continental logistics and trades solution powered by the VeChain Thor public blockchain for the food and beverage industry. VeChain is collaborating with two partners to deliver FoodGate's certification body, DNV and logistics firm ASI Group. The three companies signed a memorandum of understanding with the Henan Pilot Free Trade Zone to import high-end products and food items from France, such as beef and pork. And don't know how to announce that, but it's French, so let's say Boisé wine and Burgundy. I'm not a wine guy. To the free trade zone. So they're going to be delivering all these things to this free trade zone here. So I'm going to finish this off right here where it says, by using the food gates, all parties are able to verify and certify data throughout the full life cycle of tracked products and processes, including cow selection, slaughtering, packing, and cross-country shipping. So this is going to be great for food and, as they say, luxury items. So we're going to cap this off right at the bottom here where it says the VeChain announcement coincides with a broader $15 billion deal between China and France that was revealed on Wednesday during French President Emmanuel Macron's visit to China. The deals include approval for 20 French companies to export poultry, beef, and pork to China, reports Reuters, as well as approval for poultry exports to include duck and geese, as well as foal grass. Now, again, this is going to be great for foods because, believe it or not, I don't know if you guys ever heard of this, but there's a lot of, not cloning of food, but certain areas, I'm not going to get into it, have been notorious for sending fake foods like rice and other grains and stuff like that. So this will be great for tracking, and you don't have to worry about a centralized system giving false data or anything like that. So VeChain is definitely looking to corner the market with supply chain solutions, and so far it's looking very good for them, especially with the political move of China moving forward with blockchain technology as the US lags behind, which is new for me in my lifetime, but I'll digress from that. But in other words, VeChain is looking good. Again, not sending out hype, I'm just sending information. But this is information that I'm choose to be hyper about. What you do is on you. I'm just letting you know what I'm doing and sharing what I'm coming across. Now, for those that are interested in the AMA of Sunny Lu, which is the co-founder and CEO of VeChain, I'm going to put the link in the description so you can check it out. Now, right here on the left corner, it shows that the video, it actually wasn't 5 hours, but this was at a live event. And the recording of the video is 5 hours long, but the interview, what's wrong with me? The interview doesn't start with Sonny Lu until the 4 hour and 49-second mark, which I have paused right here. So he talks about VeChain and different things that they're doing, and he also describes the use of the token as well. So for those that want a more definitive idea of what the token is all about, Sonny Lu explains it in this video. And for those that are impatient, he actually explains the VET token at the 5 hour at the 5 hour mark of the video. So he talks about the token for about 10 minutes and other things as well. So again, to start the Sonny Lu interview, you have to start it at the 4 hour 49 minute. Yeah, I said 49-second early. You have to start it at the 4 hour 49-minute mark. And if you just want to hear about the VeChain token, you have to start it exactly at the 5 hour mark. And like I said, this AMA will be linked in the description for those that want to check it out. Now, I'm going to click onto this right here where it says Wise Cryptos. And it actually gives an in-depth look at VeChain and where they rate the scalability and other different nuances, of tokens. And I pulled up VeChain right here for those that might be interested. And I'm going to link it in the description as well. But I'm going to scroll down where it shows how they grade the token. They gave it a 735 out of 1,000. And it goes on to describe, their rating. And it gives you all the facts about the token so far: speed, scalability, transaction times, and stuff like that. And I'm going to give you an example right here where it says scalability. VeChain is highly scalable, evinced by its capability to handle 10,000 transactions per second. Its developers have solved the scalability issues in 2 layers. The first layer is IoT-based token. Oh God, why do I read slow like that? The first layer is a IoT-based token, Internet of Things-based token, that tracks digital assets on the blockchain. And the second is a smart contract layer to track ownership and build dApps to use the data. The platform is also encompassed of 2 crypto tokens, VET and VTHO. The 2 tokens are used similarly as NEO and Gas. VET is used to stake VTHO, which is used to pay for tokenized transactions. Since VET uses POA consensus mechanism that doesn't rely on mining, VeChain can scale much better depending on the hardware validator nodes. The better the hardware, the more scalability it will provide. So that's just an example, of the details that's in the grading. So I'm not too concerned about the grading, which is actually pretty decent on here. But I like it because it gives you an in-depth look at the actual token. And for those, Poindexters out there, and I'm not saying that, to be a jerk, but for those people that are really into detail, about the actual, token and functionality and certain scalabilities and stuff like that, this link right here will be good for you to check it out. And I'm going to go over here to this last thing about VeChain, at least. This right here is Jason Rockwood, folks, and he's the country manager of VeChain US. Now, for those that are new to VeChain and new to crypto and you're interested in VeChain, you need to check out a channel, my man Tony, Thinking Crypto. He actually interviewed Mr. Jason Rockwood earlier in the year. And it was a very good interview, very good video, and he touched on a lot of things that are coming, for VeChain being related to the U.S. So I suggest you travel back, check that video out. I don't have it in the description, but the channel is called Thinking Crypto. The host is Tony, and he interviews Jason Rockwood. I'm just going to read about him real quick right here, and it says. Jason Rockwood had over 9 years of experience in IT strategy, digital customer experience design, application development, and digital transformation. Before joining VeChain in January 2019, Jason worked as the Chief Information Officer at Oasis Collections, Vice President of Middle Strategy and Innovation and acting CIO at the Miami Heat. With his extensive experience in IT services and management skills, Jason, as the country manager of VeChain US, is in charge of the business development for the North American market. I'm going to link it in the description as well if anybody want to check him out and get more in depth about Jason Rockwood. But I just wanted to show you where VeChain is going, and for those that think that this project isn't solid and it won't expand outside of China, I think you're wrong. And I think VeChain is doing great things. And again, this is not me spreading hype. I'm just excited. And as I explained in the Pontiac's video, and for people that have followed me, over the last couple of years and gotten to know me, I will always put the accountability on grown folks as it should be. If I'm excited about this project because all of the proof in the partnerships and all the proof in its utility, all the proof in its use case, currently right now being used, all those different things make me excited. And of course, lastly, the price. Half a penny right now, half a cent. Right now, $500 can get you 100,000 tokens of VeChain. And they're looking very promising right now. So again, not hyping it up. The proof is out there. I choose to be excited. That's me. It keeps me going. Now, for those that, like I said, that see excitement as some type of, I guess, what do I want to say? As a negative for people who can't handle, I guess, the long haul or disappointment of certain expectations, like wanting it to go to the moon within the next year and it doesn't. That's not on me. I'm practical. I know these things could take years to see it, where I would like it to go. And I'm in it for the long haul. So for those people out there that are mature in the space, for all the grown men and the grown women out there, we will be rewarded because we have our common sense hats on as usual, and we know it's going to take time. But it's still early in the market, and the good thing is that you're here nice and early. You want to start buying VeChain when it hits $1, or you want to get it while it's a half a penny? And yes, I said $1. Sue me if it doesn't get there, or kick my ass, and neither one will happen. But let's move on to some positive news right here. We're going to end this off with a little bit of XRP. Let's get on to it. Now, this came out today. I shared it out on Twitter. And for those that wasn't on Twitter or do not engage in Twitter, and if you're watching the video, I have some good news for you. Now, for all the haters out there that have been hating on XRP, matter of fact, and other digital assets too, you got a lot of people out there that are maximalists of other digital assets I choose not to name, and they're always spewing venom out there saying that this particular project won't do this, your project won't do this. I personally think that it's a bigger paradigm than my coin versus your coin. We should all be excited about the crypto space in general, and there shouldn't be any hate towards any progress of any digital asset, because we're all out here trying to change our lives, and we're all tired of being under the thumb of certain entities. I'm not going to get political, but for those of us that have our eyes wide awake, you know what I'm talking about. This time, it's time for the common man and woman to get theirs. That's what it's time for. So we need to stop the foolishness in this space. And for those that hate XRP and say XRP will never be used by banks, cut your tongues out your mouth. Because right here, I'm going to read this article. One of Peru's largest banks will utilize XRP for cross-border payments. The ripple effect. Yes, XRP being used by a bank, one of the largest banks in Peru. Shout out to my man, Peru Crypto. What's good with you, brother? He's out there in Peru representing the XRP community, and I'm quite sure he'll keep us updated on everything that's going on with this. Now, for all the haters out there, XRP is being used by a bank. Choke on your hate because it's happening. XRP is being used. Real world utility, not a wish list, real world usage. Now I'm going to scroll down here where it says Banco International del Peru, commonly known as Interbank, says it's switching from Ripple's payment messaging system Xcurrent to the company's XRP-powered payment product called On-Demand Liquidity. Interbank's blockchain specialist, I'm just going to say Josie because I don't know how to pronounce it properly, Josie Mattia, made the announcement at Ripple's Swell Conference in Singapore. In Peru, quoting the statement made by the person, in Peru, we started thinking about cryptocurrencies when they first started appearing in the US. The bank has done a great job trying to attract talent that is really focused on innovation. And we have an innovation lab inside the bank. So we work as a team that is allowed to fail and try different things. And we started working with Xcurrent in that way. And now, after a year of working with Xcurrent, we have decided to move forward this year and use the cryptocurrency to do our transactions. I don't even have to read any more of this article. The proof is in the utility. The proof is in the confirmation from the bank. Let me tell you something. I'm not worried about the price of XRP right now. XRP will penetrate the suppression. My opinion, the market is being suppressed, but the partnerships are not. And that's what matters. You can call it hype. I call it real-time information. That's what I call it. Real-time proof to be excited about. And if you can't handle the excitement, don't listen. This is Rob Cash, and I'm excited about XRP. And I'm off the set, baby.